Okay, that's a little update on how things are going. This is the workshop. Uh, the lights, I made this laminate block. It's got some sapele in the middle and hard maple on the sides. And I'm going to use this to make a handle. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. It's solid. But I have over here, this is the template that I made out of pine. Here, I'll bring it into the light. And it looks like garbage right now because I had the trigger down here originally, and I'll switch hands. So the grip's actually really comfortable. So I like the grip. I'm keeping the grip, obviously. But I had to change where the trigger hole was. I had it down here, and that doesn't feel right. I kind of want it more up here. So I glued this piece in right here. And I'm going to sand it all down and make it all nice. And then I glued this piece on because I honestly only need about this much or so. And here's the billet. So this, like I said, this is just the template. I did some work kind of figuring out what I'm doing. I'm thinking I'm going to add these actual extra pieces on here. So I got the original 3 lamb that I was working on. It's all straight and trued up, and I put it on the joiner and all that stuff. But I don't think it's enough meat as far as thickness for the handle, because the handle is going to also have to have the trigger mechanism inset into there, and this isn't enough. The trigger mech honestly will be cut out so much that there's not going to be really much strength where the trigger mech falls. So instead, I'm just gonna layer up 2 more lambs. So it's gonna actually be, if I can get this right, like that thick. So it's gonna be quite thick, actually. I'm gonna use that opportunity too to laminate in the handle when I get the handle done. Yeah, and then that'll give more meat. I mean, I'm gonna contour the piss out of this, take down a lot of wood out of it because I want it to be lighter. I'm gonna try and do that with a router. Just do some round overs and maybe some, I don't know what the hell it would be called, like some kind of ball, like maybe on the underside I'll ball it out, and then yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. So because I don't want it to be a big blocky heavy gun, this is actually like for low visibility and rock hunting and stuff like that. It's going to be a single band, traditional style short spear. Here's the spear right here. It's just like forgot what size spear it is, but it's going to be shorter, I think, than even my Rob Allen, which is a 70 centimeter. Anyhow, this is how the shop's going. I got this like little side project going, which is a bunch of scrap wood, and then what it is put this down. What it is just a place to put all my files so they're not banging up against each other because it's really bad for the teeth, So that's what I got going on. And that way I can pick it up and move it around when I need to, select some files for shaping and stuff like that. And, yeah. Alex, if you see this is the one that we got in the Shinto rasp. You probably still have yours. I got some of my blacksmith files in here and shit. Anyhow. I've actually had this one for years. I bought it for $5 at a yard sale. Years, like probably a decade, honestly. Maybe not a decade, but close. Yeah, other than that, I'll just like a quick update. I don't know if this is in any of my other videos. I got the bandsaw, which is outstanding. It's a very nice bandsaw. I got it from Harbor Freight. I thought it'd be maybe kind of shit. I love it. I freaking love it. I got this drill press. It's a variable speed. I have used it once, I think. But I think it's going to be just a good quality tool. My joiner, I love my joiner. It's got a scratch on it now already. What the hell? Whatever. I need to wax this anyhow and oil it and all that. But It's all right. I think the teeth might dull kind of fast, but it's the helical coil, or they're the, instead of a blade that goes all the way across, they're like little bladelets, if you will, you know, which is kind of cool. You know, they call it a spiral cutter or something. I don't know. And then my table saw, the only thing I did with this is I made a 0 clearance insert. That's this. Whereas before it was this. And believe it or not, I'm cutting laminates. I don't know if that's obvious. I'm cutting laminates so thin that like when I put the fence over here and the blade is like sitting somewhere honestly kind of a little to the left of this slot, it doesn't support it as I'm going through, and it has a chance of falling down and getting wedged in there. So that's why I'm making zero clearance. It's literally just enough room for the blade and the riving knife, or whatever the fuck it's called. I think it's called a riving knife, but it's that, which I like this a lot. I used to have a table saw, like an old Craftsman, and it didn't have that. And this protects, honestly, it's really nice, because if you have a bowed piece of wood and you're putting it along the fence, instead of it going like this and wrapping around and having the blade possibly kick it, because the blade rotates this way, kick it up and then basically kick back, which is no fun. I've had stuff going in my gut before, and it hurt and left a wound. This stops that action, because once you run it along and it hits this, it just guides it on out. So it's pretty sweet. So I even was able to make clearance for it within the 0 clearance thing. The funny thing is this was made out of a piece of painted hardwood plywood, and it was really thick, and I had to actually bring it down quite a bit, and I didn't bring it down with this, because we're talking like I had to bring it down. Shit, I don't know. I'm sure this probably could have done it, but I'm not trying to abuse this thing. I want this to be for delicate, final, absolute truing type operations. So instead, I actually use this. This is a kind of like a garbage Harbor Freight plane that I bought a while back, like a real long while back, and it's kind of hard to see, but I actually cambered the piss out of the blade, which makes this a scrub plane. And it works damn good. It just takes stuff down so fast, because it like, it's almost like an ice cream scoop to wood. It just scoops the hell out of it. And then I've been actually using this quite a bit too. This is my Stanley jack plane, low angle jack plane. Yeah, so I'm using like my hand tools and my power tools all together and just getting stuff done. Yeah, but this is the shop. I'm kind of making like nice little things, you know, some place to hang my eye protection, and a little place to put my ear protection, and I got my when I sand, because I have a pretty nice sander too now. You know, I got my desk mask in there. So, but yeah, shop's coming along. Everything looks really, really good. Got my clamps, doing a lot of gluing. Got my other shop vac for dust collection, because I'm trying to keep dust low, you know, because apparently breathing's pretty important to me now. You know, since I free dive and spearfish. So, anyhow, got this. I got some dust collection stuff that I'm going to set up eventually. It's all up under there. I got some, you know, some other little projects that I'm going to do, like make like little place to put this for the rotary tool. I got, you know, bits like this, you know, for my routers. I have 2 routers now too. I actually bought these magnets. You'll just have to see, but it's for the, yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'll leave it as a surprise. Anyhow, that's it. The old shop-a-roon.